We're back. It's another Friday night under our lights. So welcome in. I'm Cory McCartney. We have an Underclass Fall World Series action for you this evening. Kane Southeast taking on CBA Georgia. First pitch slated for right around 6 p.m. It's been an exciting year for us here at LakePoint Sports with the launch of our LakePoint Athlete Program. That included the inaugural class with Gino Gorowski, Dom Rossi, and Austin Tambora. We recently had Austin on campus and put a Rawlings icon in his hands for a bat review. Let's see what he thought of swinging one of the hottest composite BB core bats on the market.
What's going on? I'm Austin Tambora. I'm a LakePoint athlete, and we're here to take a few swings with the new Rawlings icon. Oh yeah, jumpy. It's kind of got a good big sweet spot. It looks inloaded, but it's really not. Oh yeah, that sweet spot's huge. Very whippy. Really just feels like a trampoline, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, that just jumps. Huge sweet spot. I kind of caught that off the end too. Oh yeah, that's easily the best bat I've ever swung. Yeah, I cut that off the end and I didn't feel anything in my hands. Oh yeah. See a ball? Oh yeah, that was perfect. All right, we just got done swinging. Feels like a trampoline, kind of feels like a drop five. It really jumps off the bat. The swing weight of it, it really looks like an inloaded bat, but it's really whippy and it really doesn't feel that inloaded. In fact, I can get to the inside pitch if I'm sitting out on an outside pitch. It really does feel like a drop five because I would catch one off the end and it feels the exact same on hanging at the barrel, same on the inside. The big back spins really well. The look of it, it's pretty sick. The teal, all this stuff on the back, feels really good. The grip, it was overall just a really, really good bat.
Great stuff there. And by the way, that was Grayson Rosen tossing batting practice to Austin Tambora. Unfortunately, Grayson actually left us this week, went on to handle social media efforts for Georgia Tech's men's basketball program. So we are wishing Grayson all the best in his new endeavors. Let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's starting lineups presented by the Windscreen Factory. Canes Southeast will be led off by Luke Reese, the left fielder. There it's Garrett Gertie, the second baseman. Trey Brown hitting third and playing short. Hitting fourth is Cade McEwee, the DH. Luke Bennett, the pitcher, will hit fifth. Hitting sixth is Bryson Hooper, the extra hitter. Hitting seventh is Trace Chauncey, the center fielder. Hitting eighth is Christian Kozlowski Buckner, the catcher. Hitting ninth, Kaden Garrett, the third baseman. Hitting 10th is Sam Saldino, the right fielder. CBA will be led off by Austin McCoy, the left fielder. Then it's Lucas Chandler, the extra hitter. Then it's J.C. Seegers, the right fielder. Grady Whitaker, the DH, hitting fourth. Terrence Watts, first baseman, hitting fifth. Marcus Gallons, the extra hitter, hitting sixth. Hitting seventh is Mickey Parker, the shortstop. Hitting eighth is Jackson Beasley, the second baseman. Hitting ninth is Dylan Verdi, the third baseman. Hitting 10th is Dominic Savino, he's playing center field. And J.B. Rogers, the right-hander, will be on the mound. Again, eyeing close to a 6 p.m. first pitch in this one. Going to leave you, at least audio-wise, here in studio, and we'll rejoin you when we have first pitch from the Baseball Village. Welcome in, Cory McCartney, now joined in studio here by Jack McCartney as we get things started here. Kane Southeast against CBA Georgia. First pitch. Swing and miss. We already had a base runner. Where in the world did the base runner come from? I thought we were just jumping into this game. All of a sudden, we got one down and a runner at first base on the back pick throw there, but he's got a little bit, started a little bit quicker than we anticipated.
Runner at first base.
No runner at first base. What was the throw over to first?
I don't know.
Maybe that was the reverse. They were doing a reverse around the horn. Swing and a miss there. Lucas Chandler now at the plate. Austin McCoy goes down on strikes. One misses high. I think we have a different pitcher than what was listed for Kane Southeast. We're listed as Luke Bennett being on the mound.
Fouls that off.
And this is actually Weston Barfield. So we had a unexpected pitching change. So Weston Barfield is currently pitching. We had initially thought we had Luke Bennett on the mound. So Weston out of Adairsville. He's going to miss that. 6 foot, 135-pound right-hander. Fastball around 80. That's a curveball, 62 to 65. This is Weston's 7th prep baseball event. And he's got Lucas Chandler at the plate right now for CBA Georgia out of Alatoona. Got a 2-2 count. He's going to miss inside. Yeah, count will now be full. Lucas playing his 23rd prep baseball. I think that's more prep baseball events than you've attended. 23 for Lucas Chandler.
I don't know about me. I feel like I've been more than 23.
Swing, miss, another strikeout. Quick start here for Weston Barfield as there's now 2 down here in the top of the first.
Two down. I mean, that's a phenomenal way to start as any pitcher wants to.
Well, you could argue there's no better way to start than that.
I mean, there is. If you start with -1, there you go.
All right, CBA Georgia now sending J.B. Seegers to the plate.
Fouls it off pretty weirdly, I think.
J.C. Seegers, excuse me. So this team has J.B. Rogers and J.C. Seegers.
Jeez.
Yeah, so they're coming at us with the all abbreviation team. It's the 1-0 to the lefty.
Just about outside. Jeez.
.20. Pops that one up. Third baseman looks over to his left fielder as he catches that one. It's going to be a quick end to a first half of the first inning. We'll be back. You're watching the Underclass Fall World Series from LakePoint Sports.
Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Rivera, and then Big Papi.
I'm gonna have to go Acuna, Chris Sale, Mike Trout, Babe Ruth.
David Ortiz, Ted Williams, Chipper Jones, and Mickey Mantle.
Welcome back. Getting a look at CBA defensively. They've got J.B. Rogers on the mound right now, the right-hander. JB, no number. He's got the very small number at the top of the uniform there for JB. It's a 17. It's extremely small, but he's going to come up big on the mound. So small number, big performance. That's kind of how we're looking for. But I dig the pinstripes here from CBA Georgia. It's a good look.
It is. It's a pretty.
But JB didn't get pinstripes. He got a small number and no pinstripes. So apparently, you have to earn your stripes when you play for CBA.
There's a couple guys over there that don't have any stripes.
Okay.
They got the little number.
All right, well, our pitcher for this evening, JB, is one of those. He's going to be facing Luke Reese, Garrett Guidry, and Trey Brown. So we'll get things started here for Kane Southeast in their first trip to the plate here in the bottom of the first inning. A little intel here on Rogers. Athen Christian, 5'10", 145-pound right-hander. Got a fastball around 80, curveball 66 to 68, and that last fastball he threw was 79.4, so right in line with his profile. The second prep baseball event for this right-hander, and again, he'll be facing off against Luke Reese to start. Luke got a Harrison, 8th prep baseball event for him. 5'11", 135-pounder. Look at him wagging that bat. Here we go. First pitch, a dribbler. Rogers watches that one go foul. We got some serious locks behind the plate, by the way. Keselowski, Buckner bringing the salad here on a Friday night in Emerson, Georgia. I say that because I can't grow my hair like that anymore, so that's a little bit of jealousy seeping through them.
The salad?
Yeah, that's what you call the hair. It's salad.
I've never heard
Some
that.
lettuce, salad.
You've never told me that.
Okay, well, you're learning things as well. All right, 0-2 count now. Again, Reese to be followed by Garrett Guidry. Rogers steps off. Being an Ohio State guy, I'm a little miffed that the catcher's helmet reminds me a little bit of Michigan, so there's some problems there. Misses in the outside, counts now 1-2. Sunlight playing a little bit of havoc on our cameras at the moment, a little bit of a haze. Comes the 1-2, long AB. Reese with a dribbler, third base has it, throws across, and will be the first out. Nice job defensively there, as that was Dylan Verdi at third. And now here comes Garrett Guidry. Garrett from Hillgrove, 13th prep baseball event for this 5'5", 121. He's not 5'5", 121, right? That's it's got to be old profile numbers.
I think so.
Nice breaking ball there from Rogers at strike one.
That was pretty clean.
Yeah, I think a couple more of those and he will earn his stripes. So he'll be in pinstripes by the end of this game if he keeps dropping in those nasty breaking balls. Comes the 0-1. Goes with a fastball, 80.6, ticking up a little bit off the profile.
It's like Ohio State. You got to earn the
earn your Buckeye leaves.
Earn your leaves. Yeah.
You have to earn your stripes when it comes
slowly.
to CBA.
They'll just bring out little marker and they'll
He'll
just
have
draw
one
stripes.
at a time. I like that. Yeah, that's a great idea. Did they get him? Oh, just misses on the outside.
That was real close.
Counts now 1-2 here to the second baseman. I'll see what Rogers has in store for him on the 1-2. Goes back to the breaking ball, drop third, tags the runner, and that's out number 2. Quick work here for Rogers. Now here comes Trey Brown. Know you were putting together our Barnsley Resort Player Spotlight, which is firmly going to be on Trey Brown a little bit later in this game. One of the few ranked players in this matchup here out of North Paulding. 6'1", 155 pounders, got an 0-1 count.
He loves that curveball first pitch.
Why would you not love that curveball? See, so there's always something to be said about pitching backwards, right? Like guys go up there hunting fastball, so you lead with the curveball, you lead with your slider curveball, so you kind of get them on their heels. Goes right back to it there.
That's the third guy he's thrown the curveball to first pitch. I mean, that's also, I guess,
there's so much sunlight coming in on this. It's like biblical at this point.
Yeah, it is.
It's biblical.
It's pretty cool. You got it going from different sides.
Yeah. This is outside. Counts now 2-1 to Brown. Should he get on, it's Cade McClewey. It's McElwee.
What?
MCELWE. McElwee. It's McElwee.
McElwee?
Yeah.
Sounds like a
2-1.
toddler trying to pronounce that.
Well, I work my way through everything. That's how I do everything like a toddler trying to work their way through things. Counts 3-1 now to Brown. Odds that we should have live odds on the side of the screen on Rogers throwing a curveball to him here, because he's been going heavy with it. But I think the readout says this is going to be fastball. does go upstairs with the fastball, misses in a 2-out walk now to Trey Brown, and that'll bring up Cade McElwee. McElwee showing some love there to Blue, giving him a handshake. That's usually worth a borderline pitch, I think, when you do that.
Yeah.
All right, runner at first, 2 down. McElwee from Pepperell. First pitch swinging, that one goes foul. 12th prep baseball event for the 6'2", 190-pound lefty. Throw it to first. Yeah, it's almost like the heavens are lighting up J.B. Rogers during this pitching performance. He's got the spotlight firmly on him.
I was gonna say it looks like a fever dream out there.
A little bit.
Like you can kind of tell what it is, but
it'll get better as the sun goes down and the cameras adjust to it. Bounces on front of him. Does Brown stay put? He in fact does. Our count is now 1-1 to McElwee.
I'm seeing kind of like a rainbow going on right there.
Misses upstairs, counts 2-1. So you took in some Georgia Highlands baseball on your way over here, playing against Reinhardt today.
I did.
How did Dash O'Neill's boys look? One of the early first games of action for them in the fall season.
Well, they were getting it together as the game was going on.
Swing and a miss, now 2-2.
But
kind of the feel. I think the fall's about development.
Oh
right?
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
it's all about certainly. He's got his sights set on getting these guys acclimated to one another and putting the best product on the field come February, March of next year.
Yeah, they.
You go through you're all in your feelings in September and October.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reinhardt looked good, but they were slowly getting on him towards the end.
Goes back to it, another breaking ball, another strikeout for J.B. Rogers, and consider me impressed here from this CBA pitcher to start things off. We are through 1 in the Underclass. I'm going to Underclass.
Yeah.
Underclass Fall World Series. I'm going to be doing that all night long. We are scoreless through 1. We'll be back momentarily. On to the second inning, and it has gotten absolutely angelic. We can barely see even what's going on here on the mound, but I know that is still Weston Barfield out there throwing into the heavens, it would appear, at the second inning of this matchup from the Underclass Fall World Series, Kane Southeast against CBA Georgia. One thing we cannot control is the weather and the direction of the sun on our cameras. So I do promise you all watching that things will get better as this broadcast goes along. We're just waiting. Just like when you go to a Braves game, and if you sit in the outfield, you know early in the game until that sun dips behind the very top level of the stadium, you're going to have it right in your face, and it's going to be hard to see. We're dealing with that. See, this view, much better.
Much better.
Yeah. Grady Whitaker at the plate right now for CBA. He is to be followed by Terrence Watts and Marcus Gallons. First pitch did something. Let's see what the readout says. I literally can't see.
I would think that
it's
was
0-1.
It was a strike.
It was a strike. I feel like I'm better off trying to watch to see where the catcher's glove finishes as opposed to anything else, and that one was definitely outside. Counts 1-1.
Definitely, yeah.
There we go. Yeah. I mean, you could tell me the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was behind home plate right now, and I'd have to believe you.
That was inside.
Okay, that counts now 2-1. Yeah, extremely hard to see really much of anything at the moment. But and everyone look off to the side. It's like everyone's like lit. Like the golden hour lighting is just it's in full effect here on Field 13 on a Friday night. I don't want to say unwatchable because you can still see us perfectly fine. But we are scoreless here in the top of the second inning. That actually hit him. So, okay, yeah. So I did see Grady Whitaker get hit by a pitch, and he's now headed down to first base. That'll bring up Terrence Watts. Terrence at a Decula. He's got a runner at first. Decula, by the way, just sent a player to Georgia Highlands, Jared Glenn, incoming freshman from Decula.
Oh, yeah.
Also, of course, Reeston Durham, but Reeston has now transferred, so Reeston will not be playing his senior year for Decula. I know they're no doubt crestfallen about that one. Special player moving on. He'll be playing down in Savannah now, I believe.
Yeah, Georgia GPA.
Yeah, Georgia Premier Academy. Yeah,
with RJ Cope.
Yeah. Should be a good time for Reeston.
Yeah.
Reeston, one of my absolute favorite players that we have had over these past few years at LakePoint. Just an absolute joy of a kid to be around. Great parents. We hopefully will get to see Reeston at least one more time before he's off to suit up for the Texas Longhorns. 3-0 count now to Watts. Runner at first. Nobody out here in the top of the second. Again, Watts to be followed by Marcus Gallons. We've seen 20 pitches thus far from Barfield. Again, if you joined us pregame, we did think that we were going to see Luke Bennett on the mound, but been a change right before Kane Southeast took the mound, and quick throw over to first, and that resulted in Weston Barfield from Adairsville getting the start here. Luke Bennett from South Paulding, so maybe a little bit easier to get here from Adairsville for a 6 o'clock game on a Friday, which is why we got Weston Barfield and not Luke Bennett to start this one. This is a tough time period for anybody to get over here. You know, obviously anywhere in Metro Atlanta is hard to get anywhere at any time, but you think about trying to make a 6 o'clock game on a Friday night can sometimes be a fool's errand. But we do have 18 on the field, and with a 3-2 count here to Watts, runner at first.
Just missed that, I think.
Well, you could literally tell me anything with all that sunlight going on.
There are a lot of kids that are close to here. Like Adairsville's kind of close.
Yeah.
If you really think about it. Hillgrove's kind of close. Woodstock, there's during many events during the actual peak travel season.
Another walk. Back-to-back base runners off a hit by pitch and a walk now. CBA Georgia in business. So now send Marcus Gallons to the plate. Gallons from Kings Ridge, Cherokee County School. 5th prep baseball event for this 6'1", 155-pound right-hander. See what he can do with a runner in scoring position. Starts him off 1-0.
It's starting to get better.
A little bit. Little by little, I think that your viewing experience will improve. Another miss makes it 2-0. That one at 80.3. We had Barfield at 80 mile an hour on the prep baseball profile. So we'll see if he maybe can tick that up here. Or maybe we have to give him an increase in velo by the time this one's over with. I think. See if that's going to be the end of the day for Barfield. Or just going out to have a conversation with him. Already had a mound visit from the catcher. He will, in fact, stay out there, see if they can get Barfield to regain his composure. Again, he's got runners at first and second, 2-0 count here. You don't want to say that hit by pitch rattled him, but he's kind of struggled to find the strike zone since he hit Whitaker to start off this inning. Here comes the 2-0. It's a strike in the outside corner. Maybe the pitch that gets Barfield back in this thing. Healthy lead at second. Goes right back to that same spot. Misses. Count will now be 3-1. He's got for Gallons on this 3-1 pitch. Swing, a miss, now 3-2. Goes upstairs with the fastball. That was 881, so a little bit of a tick up there on the profile. Ooh, look at that. We can see.
Yeah.
Counts full. Skies that one back foul. And there's the sun, a little bit more sunlight for us.
Grady Whitaker is taking some very healthy leads right here.
Yeah, almost
And he's playing
daring.
shortstop
He
right
is
now.
daring Barfield to throw over. Another one foul back. He's staying right around that 78 to 80.9 mile an hour range here with the fastball. Payoff pitch. And a strikeout, a much-needed strikeout for Barfield. Now one down with 2 on. So Gallons goes down on strikes, and here is Mickey Parker. Parker from LaGrange. So 0-1. Misses low. Count will be even. Parker, 5'10", 160-pounder. First prep baseball event for him. So, Mickey, welcome to LakePoint Sports. Reaches down on that one, sends it foul, counts now 1-2. Do you remember the first time you ever walked into this facility?
It's got to be like 2 or more years ago. I mean, you've been here since, what, 2019?
Yeah.
So, if you didn't take me here before I started working here, it would have to be July of 2023.
Okay.
I think right when I turned 16.
2-2. That one is Sky, 73.6 off his bat. Got him on the run. Center fielder has it. Runners will both retreat. Now 2 down. Much needed defensive effort there for Kane Southeast. And now 2 down as CBA will send Jackson Beasley to the plate, trying to take advantage of having 2 runners on, one by hit by pitch, one by a walk. But there's now been 2 outs recorded since putting those 2 base runners on. Beasley from Jefferson High School, 7th prep baseball event for him. Jefferson, of course, gave us Eston Simpson. Now at Clemson, former Future Games Most Valuable Pitcher. Bounces in front of the catcher, makes it 1-1. Two down, 2 on. So one of the things that Grayson Rosen always did on these broadcasts, Jack, and I need somebody to now fill this, is trying to find out the notable alumni from high school. So as we start bringing up high schools, you have to jump on the Google machine and you have to look up the high school on Wikipedia to find out who the notable alumni are of these schools. Do you think you're up to the task?
I think I can try, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, your first task is Jefferson High School.
Is it Jefferson or Jefferson City?
Jefferson. Comes a 2-2. You need to go to Wikipedia.
Wikipedia?
Yeah, Wikipedia is your... Now, there's obviously the end of it where anybody can edit it, but that's your best bet to try to figure that stuff out.
Well, I'm very aware of...
All right, 2-out walk. Bases will now be loaded as Jackson Beasley makes his way down to first. It's going to bring up Dylan Verdi, the third baseman. Verdi, another Jefferson product, so this is giving you more time to look up Jefferson High School on Wikipedia. So you should look up Wiki at the end of it, and that will be your... There you go. Look at this. It's going to happen. Dylan, 6'1", 165-pound right-hander. 32nd ranked catcher in Georgia, 195 overall, playing in his 9th prep baseball event. So gets it done on the mound where he runs it up to 82, but CBA hoping he can produce right now at the plate.
Okay, so
you just look at the list on Wikipedia.
the list is one guy.
Well, it does not have Eston Simpson on it.
No, the only guy on the list is Kendron Jenkins.
Back pick throw to first off the 1-0 count. That's going to have runners in motion. Here comes one for CBA. Off the errant throw to first base, makes it 1-0. It's a throw the catcher's going to want back as CBA able to take advantage now of that hit by pitch to start off the inning. So Kendron Jenkins currently out of the NFL, but he went to Purdue.
He's currently out of college.
Okay, I believe he played at Purdue. Did he not?
He did. He went to Purdue.
We now got Dominic Savino, the center fielder, the on-deck circle as this AB continues for Dylan Verdi. Again, 1-0 is the lead for CBA Georgia off that errant back pick throw to first. So an error there on Kozlowski Buckner. Savio had to work his way out of the path of that one.
So one alumni from Jefferson.
Okay.
Now, if you ask me who the alumni were from Justin Hurd.
Yeah, well, Justin, I don't believe Justin's playing in this game right now.
I could tell you that. I could tell you the alumni from Etowah.
Count is full here to Savio, to Verdi, excuse me. Savio in the on-deck circle. Verdi skies that one back foul. 49 pitches so far for Barfield, as we said here in the top of the second inning. A game that's already 30 minutes old, and CBA Georgia leads at 1-0. Just misses inside. Bases will again be loaded for CBA Georgia. Borderline pitch, walks him loaded again. So we, in fact, are going to get a look at Justin Hurd. He's at the plate right now. At least that's what the scoreboard says. A little hard to see here, and the sunlight still basking over top of the batter's box. Yep, that is in fact number one. So this is Justin Hurd. Justin from Etowah, so of course,
yeah.
Etowah High School. You were a product of Etowah High School,
alumni.
So notable alumni from Etowah High School.
Oh, we got Brunson Recksteiner, who is now
Braun
Breaker in the WWE.
Yeah, love that one.
You've got
you're going to soon have Kaylee Terza from Kennesaw State, who's signed with NXT.
Soon you will have, the amazing other baseball players.
Well, but currently we have Drew Waters of the Kansas City Royals.
Kansas City Royals, who actually got drafted by the Braves.
Second-round draft pick for the Atlanta Braves. All right, here comes our second mound visit. So that is going to be the end of the day for Barfield as he has a 2-1 count to Justin Hurd, and we'll have a new pitcher for Kane Southeast. We'll tell you all about them when we come back from this corner of Notable Alumni Theater and LakePoint Sports.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
Welcome back. We do, in fact, have a new pitcher for Kane Southeast, and that'll be Cohen Hawkins. Hawkins, 5'7", 157-pounder, playing in his 12th prep baseball event. Hawkins, fastball around 72. Got a curveball that sets 65 to 69. He comes in with the bases loaded, a 2-1 count, and 2 outs here in the second inning. CBA has already taken a 1-0 lead, scoring that run off of an errant throw by catcher Kozlowski Buckner there over to first base that allowed a run to score. Hawkins from North Paulding, again mentioned, playing in his 12th prep baseball event.
Well, I was thinking only the athletes from Etowah. I forgot that Chandler Riggs, who was
from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, from The Walking Dead. Yeah. We had a PGA Tour golfer,
Correct.
Chris Kirk.
Yep.
I forgot about Sawyer Gibson Long, who was in the Detroit Tigers system.
Yep.
We have the
by the way, Sawyer Gibson Long doing something for Etowah's high school players. He's actually running a couple scholarships for the program, so I know he's giving back to the program that helped him reach the professional level, and now again part of the Detroit Tigers organization. So giving back to the program that helped him. So good on Sawyer Gibson Long. 2-1 count here to Hurd. That's going to be a strike. Strike out. They had a 2-1 count on the scoreboard, but that was in fact a 2-2. So Hurd goes down on strikes. We are through another half an inning, but CBA Georgia leads 1-0 when we come back from Emerson.
Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
The heavens are again shining down on the batter's box and pitcher's mound here on Field 13 of LakePoint Sports. 1-0 the lead for CBA Georgia. We're going to see Luke Bennett, Bryson Hooper, and Trace Chauncey for Kane Southeast as they try to answer that 1-0 lead that CBA Georgia takes into the bottom of the second inning. J.B. Rogers has looked awfully strong thus far on the mound for CBA Georgia. A couple strikeouts, 1 walk in his first inning. We'll see what he has in store here for inning number 2. Again, you'll see Luke Bennett, Bryson Hooper, and Trace Chauncey here in the bottom of the second. Bennett from South Paulding leads things off here. 6'2", 165-pounder. A miss to start off the AB for Rogers. 21st prep baseball event for Luke Bennett. That's in for a strike. Counts now even. What do you got for North Paulding?
Michael Carter II.
There you go.
Who is a
Yeah.
NFL
Yeah,
defensive
the
back for the
Jets.
New York Jets.
He went to South Paulding, actually.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
South Paulding alumni
Yeah.
producer in the back.
Yeah, well, producer Matt, he is actually looking up South Paulding, so that was on me if I said North Paulding. Trey Brown, who we'll get into here momentarily as our Barnsley Resort Player Spotlight, goes to North Paulding. But yes, Luke Bennett at the plate, South Paulding.
Caleb Lee Hutchinson, who is an American sing-songwriter.
American Idol.
Yeah. He was a runner-up on the 16th season of American Idol.
I have not watched American Idol since like the second season. Swing and a miss on that one. And they had this guy. He sang "She Bangs, She Bangs." You know, he was like trying to do Ricky Martin.
I have never watched American Idol.
Yeah, William Hung, who sang "She Bangs" on American Idol. So it was a Ricky Martin hit song, and he destroyed it like in the worst way possible, but became a sensation because of it in the early days of American Idol. 2-2 count here to Bennett. That one's in play.
Those early seasons of American Idol were certainly interesting. Sorry.
Are you a American Idol aficionado, producer Maddie?
I would say when I was younger, I watched
Okay.
a lot of it. So I remember like the Kelly Clarkson and the Carrie Underwood and those like the glory days of American Idol. And obviously I watched it when the guy from my school was on there. That was a big deal.
See, there you go. And you've taken her down. She's opened a door in a house on memory lane, thanks to you, Jack. Bryson Hooper steps in out of Hillgrove. 8th prep baseball event for him. 1 down here in the inning. I'm not much of a reality television person, but my reality TV is sports. And a little wrestling, but that's not necessarily reality.
I mean, yeah.
It's happening, and it's really happening.
Yeah.
Right, here's a 1-0 to Hooper. Skips that one in front of his catcher. Counts now 2-0.
Hooper from Hillgrove.
Okay.
A notable alumni from Hillgrove.
There you go. That's a good list.
Bradley Chubb.
Yep.
Kenyon
Drake.
Kenyon Drake.
Yep.
Running back in the NFL. Evan Ingram.
Yep.
Tight end. Jalen McCullough.
Yep.
NFL safety. Miles Murphy.
Of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Defensive end in the NFL. I'm going to come back to that one. Jalen Royals, wide receiver in the NFL. Colin Sexton, who is a NBA point guard,
Yep.
but apparently he transferred.
Yep.
And
I wouldn't even try to pronounce that one.
So
a lot of NFL players.
Chigozium Okonokwo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conquo.
Conquo?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes more sense, yeah. Tight end in the NFL.
Yep. So good list. Hillgrove coming correct on our notable alumni feeder. It should be the Grayson Rosen Memorial notable alumni feeder. How should we thus forward should refer to it?
I don't know.
I'm sure he would appreciate that. Here comes the 3-1 to Hooper. Swings through that. Count will be full. Rogers trying to get himself another strikeout. Got 2 thus far. It's not a lot of hit as we sit here in the bottom of the second. So honestly searching for our first hit in this game. But we do have a 1-0 lead for CBA Georgia. Miss outside, and we'll have a base runner for Kane Southeast. Hooper makes his way down to first, and that will bring up Trace Chauncey. Chauncey, another Hillgrove product. So you don't need to go through that again.
I don't need to go through that again.
8th prep baseball event for this 5'11", 160-pound right-hander. Just when I thought the lighting was bending in our direction, I think it somehow is as bad as it's gotten.
I think it was a little worse earlier. I think it's still bearable now.
I still can't see the contents of the pharma box. in the background of the scout tower. So we're getting a little bit closer. All right, catcher's got second position, ready to throw down. Skips that one in front of him. Runner remains at first. One down here in the inning. We've played 40 minutes of baseball so far and still sitting in the bottom of the second. Another miss. Been 2 base runners so far for Kane Southeast. 5 for CBA Georgia. Comes a 2-0 from Rogers. Runner's taken off. Ball gets away from the catcher, and he'll easily have second base. Didn't even need to slide there, but nonetheless, going to have a runner at second in the form of Hooper, and now won the scoring position for Kane Southeast as Chauncey has a 2-1 count.
Wow.
Kozlowski Buckner in the on-deck circle.
I think it got worse.
Well, next pitch, your guess is as good as mine. See the catcher in second position.
I saw a swing. So
all right, that one, in fact, did go back foul, so counts 2-2. Some sunspots in the lens as well.
I always think those look cool in photos, but not when we're trying to pay attention to the video. Photo-wise, I love those. I love sunspots. They look so cool. But not right now.
Healthy lead here for Hooper at second. Ooh, yeah, it has gotten awfully bad. Everyone's just a silhouette in the stands at this point, but we've got a 2-2 count here to Chauncey. That one's put in play. That's into left field for our first hit. Hooper's going to hold at third, nearly collides with the third baseman. A little bit of a ginger misstep there as he goes around third, but they'll have runners at the corners for Kozlowski Buckner now with one down. It just says Buckner on the back of it. I was really kind of hoping when I saw his last name, I was like, how are they going to fit this on the back of somebody's jersey? Because that's a lot of letters.
I mean, I don't even think like
that's 18 letters with the hyphen.
Jeez. I mean, even like if you look at like PCA's jersey, it still like arches around the entire thing.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's what Kozlowski Buckner would have the exact same thing. I think it would probably be like waistline to waistline. It would wrap. He'd like a McDonald's. Yeah.
You need like a cape to fit all of it.
Yeah. Well, he smartly then just went with Buckner on the last of in the back of the jersey.
He didn't feel like torturing the people that made the jerseys.
Yeah. You don't want to make it a math problem to try to fit things on the back of jerseys. So he's got an 0-2 count here. Runners at first and third. Had our first hit of the game off the bat of Trace Chauncey, the center fielder. That's got Hooper standing at third. Here is Rogers with the 0-2. And they're taken off, and that one is skied. Buckner's got him on the run. Tags up. And we've got ourselves a 1-1 ball game off the sacrifice fly from Kozlowski Buckner, the guy whose errant throw to first base resulted in CBA Georgia gets it back, and now we are all tied up at 1-1. That's all you can ask, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you do the damage, you go out and get them right back and even things up, and now that's going to bring up Kanan Garrett out of Woodstock. Kanan, one of my former players with both the Hobgood All-Stars and at Georgia Academy. So excited. I've not seen Kanan play ball in a few years, so excited to see him now. When we had Kanan during All-Stars, the very first game in which I ever coached with Kanan, he hit a home run.
Wow.
Yeah, so if Kanan's got that in his back pocket right here, I wouldn't mind giving a home run call for Kanan Garrett. Let's see what he's got. 0-1 is the count here with 1 on and 2 down. Runner takes off for second. Throw bounces in front of the shortstop. Excuse me, second baseman, and we'll now have another runner in scoring position for Kane Southeast. See if Kane can take advantage. He's now got an 0-2 count. This is Canaan's 8th prep baseball event. Also a pitcher that runs it up to about 77. And spikes in front of the catcher. Here holds off. Yeah, we enjoyed Canaan's parents, except for the fact that his dad was a Michigan fan. Got a 1-2 count now. 1 on, 2 down. Rogers fires. Swing and miss. Off the drop third, and that'll bring it into the inning. We're all tied up, though, at 1-1 as we roll along from the Underclass Fall World Series.
I was 12 years old at Cooperstown, and my mom said if I hit a home run in Cooperstown, I could get a phone. And on the final game, I hit a bomb over left field, and I got a new phone.
I've never hit a home run up to that point. It was 14U, really small field. I wasn't hitting anything, and I finally poked one out, barely.
My first home run was 8U at Eastside. I think I was on the worst team in the whole league, and then hit the home run, and we kind of turned the season around.
Our Barnsley Resort Player Spotlight is on Trey Brown out of North Paulding, the 49th ranked shortstop in Georgia. 164 overall in the class of 2028, a 6'1", 155-pound right-hander, 14th prep baseball event for Trey, a name that I firmly expect we are going to have to circle for years to come here, and expecting big things from Trey tonight as well as going forward in his events here at LakePoint Sports. We're back, and wow.
Oh, my God.
Just when I thought it could not get worse,
oh my
it's like
gosh.
I think at this point the sunlight is going through the Scout Tower's windows, which has only amplified things. Yeah.
It's like the eye of
yeah,
the thing
I
from
wish
Lord
it
of the
kind of
Rings.
stay like this. So, yeah, Dominic Savio is at the plate right now for CBA. After him, it's to the top of the order, and Austin McCoy and then Lucas Chandler. But man, this has gotten awfully rough. Mental note that we don't broadcast on Field 13 on evening games.
Well, I know during different parts of the year on different fields, they'll do sun delays.
Okay.
And so they'll stop the game for sun delays.
Just to
like so that
bask
way,
in it, or to
well,
wait?
so like the batter can't see, or
Yeah.
the pitcher can't see, or
Sure.
something like.
We have fog
some
delays on
implications.
some, oftentimes on Saturday, Sunday mornings,
So-
especially in the spring. We'll have fog delays.
I think we should.
That
have
one
our
is
own.
roped. 90.1 off the bat. Savio making his way to second base. He's gonna make his way all the way back to the dugout. That was an absolute rocket off the bat of Savio, and we didn't catch it until it was on its way into the outfield. 90.1 off the bat, but just a very loud out as that is caught in center field. And certainly Kane Southeast happy to have that one not leave the yard, but now we're back to the top of the order in Austin McCoy.
Now I forgot to say Savio out of Northgate High School.
Okay.
Has Brandon Faxon, a cornerback for the Raiders. Will Lutz, who is a
For the
kicker for the
Broncos,
Broncos. James Skalski,
Yeah.
who is a
Clemson.
linebacker for Clemson, and Will Smith,
Yeah.
but not the actor.
Yeah. Well, the former Atlanta Brave.
Yeah. He's not the catcher
World
either.
Series champion for the Atlanta Braves, Will Smith. All right, 1-1 count here to McCoy. McCoy out of Pepperell. And man, it's gotten I almost feel like
It's like
we need to have like
yeah.
somebody stick their head out the side of our studio and tell us what's happening. 2-1 count. Yeah, this is wow. in the movie in Interstellar, when he's like in the bookcase and he doesn't know what's happening, it's like everything's kind of muffled around him. I kind of feel like this is baseball Interstellar right now. We can't really tell what's happening. No one can help us navigate these waters. But we've got a 2-2 count. I guess we do have the scoreboard up top. We've got a 2-2 count.
I can see
that one's going to go foul.
You can because they're wearing.
Well, I'm the one wearing
white
glasses.
I mean, I should be.
All right, 2-2 count.
Now, Pepperell High School doesn't have their own Wikipedia page.
Okay.
But the entire Floyd County School District does. So these might be people that went to Pepperell, or they might not be.
Well, they've at least heard of Pepperell.
At least went to a Floyd County school. Randy Johnson?
That's not the Randy Johnson you're thinking of.
Robert Randall Johnson, a American former professional football player who is
played for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, played for the Bucks.
All right, we've got a 2-2 count now.
Willard Lee
McCoy
Nixon
puts that one in play. A little bit of a dribbler. First base has it, flips to the pitcher, and that'll be out number 2. A lot of action here for CBA Georgia, making Kane Southeast put in some work defensively, but they have shown up to the task. Now 2 down here in the top of the 3rd.
They've got a guy named Willard Nixon.
Okay, former Boston Red Sox.
From 1950 and 1958.
Okay.
And Eric L. Haney, who is a retired member of the U.S. States Army.
Okay. Now Lucas Chandler's turn out of Alatoona. That one is skied. Center fielder has it. An extremely quick inning defensively for Kane Southeast. We are moving along to the bottom of the 3rd, all tied up at 1-1.
Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
We'll see Sam Saladino, Luke Reese, and Garrett Guidry at the plate for Kane Southeast. Well, you won't actually see them, but I'll tell you what happens along the way with their ABs as our cameras are currently dealing with basking in the sunlight as we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning, all tied up at 1-1 between CBA Georgia and Kane Southeast in this opening night of action from the Underclass Fall World Series. Cory McCartney, Jack McCartney with you here from LakePoint Sports. And we'll get things started against Sam Saladino, the right fielder, going to start off the inning for Kane Southeast. J.B. Rogers still on the mound for CBA Georgia.
You know the saying, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree?
Yeah.
It's very true. I was going to say, well, you can't really see them.
That's right. You can't.
But you beat me to it.
We are scoreboard watching, to say the least now. Counts now 1-0. That last pitch, 67.3. As we just wait for the sun to cooperate. Comes the next one, and that's going to be now 1-1. That one was at 77.4. I wish, we use AI cameras here. So for those that are wondering why when we show the overhead camera, you can see everything perfectly. We can't go between cameras.
No.
So currently with our AI cameras, which are powered by Pixelot, they go off the movement of the ball. So when the ball's put in play, the camera will then adjust and show you that overhead view. If we could stay with the overhead view for the moment and provide you with that look, which would be much clearer than what you're currently seeing, we would do so. But Counts now 3-1 here in the bottom of the third. I can promise you, as this game goes along, the view will get better. It'll be pristine by the time we get a little bit further along in this game. It's just a little unbearable here at the moment. Here comes the 3-1. I do see the windup on the mound from Rogers. See some sort of movement at the plate. Count's now going to be full.
Saladino out of East Paulding has Chas Henry, who played for the Eagles, went to the University of Florida. Deshaun McNary, who played defensive back for
the Montreal Alouettes.
Wow.
Alouettes.
Went to Central Michigan. And Zach Wheeler plays for the Phillies and former first-round draft pick for the Giants.
Everyone knows Zach Wheeler.
Everyone should.
My count's full. And what happened? And we have a walk. All right, a lead-off walk issued by Rogers. That'll bring up Luke Reese. So Saladino standing at first. Reese, who's 0 for 1.
Harrison.
Harrison, of course, the school that gave us, can I say it? Justin Fields.
Oh, yeah.
The ball's put in play. Throw over to first. Did they get him? Nope. They have runners at first and second as Reese reaches off that hit into right field. Now comes Garrett Guidry with runners at first and second. Nobody out. You wonder how bad the view is for the pitcher right now. Is the pitcher seeing anything close to what we're seeing, or is it only because we're so far in the outfield that we're getting this kind of...
I mean, I think...
It can't be that bad for the pitcher.
What I've seen from, like, when it goes to the other angle is that, like, it's just in the outfield. So it's like, this is like...
But the center fielder is probably seeing this, unless he's playing a little bit shallow.
Maybe he was.
Okay.
I think maybe it's slowly getting better for them.
All right, and our view's slowly turning positive here. 0-1 count here to Guidry. Again, runners at first and second, nobody out. Swing, miss, count now 0-2 off that 77-mile-an-hour pitch. There we go, look at this. Things are happening, it's happening. There we go, it's like putting on glasses for the first time and everything's coming into focus. Counts now 0-2. That one is driven into center field, but will be caught, and everyone will stay put. Well-struck ball, 79.7, but it results in the first out. And that brings up the aforementioned Trey Brown, again, our Barnsley Resort Player Spotlight. Brown, the 49th ranked shortstop in Georgia in 28, 164 overall in the class, stands 6'1", 155 pounds. Right guy at the right time for Keene Southeast. Let's see if Trey Brown can come through. We are all tied up at 1-1 here in the bottom of the third. Drops in that curveball. Haven't seen that used effectively for a strike like he was in the first inning, but nice one there by Rogers to start off the count 0-1 against Brown. Rogers on the 0-1. Brown jumps on that one, 83-mile-an-hour off his bat, driven in the left field with a runner holding at third. We'll have him loaded now as Trey Brown gets himself a one-out single, and that was a rope there from left field to get it all the way to home plate. So with Brown aboard, bases will be loaded for Kane McElwee. I'm going out here to have a chat with J.B. Rogers. First signs of trouble for him today. Keene Southeast, 3 hits so far. sure just some words of encouragement, try to calm things down. But that was a rope there, 83 miles an hour off the bat of Brown to get the bases loaded. And again, as I mentioned, right guy, right time for Kane Southeast. Big day in the sports world yesterday is the remaining wild card series all wrapped themselves up, and now we're on to the division series. Going to have some really good matchups. Going to have the Yankees taking off the Blue Jays now. You'll have the Tigers and the Mariners. And of course, in the National League, you got the Dodgers and the Phillies, and then we'll have the Cubs and the Brewers.
I know very many Guardians and Mariners fans wanted it to be Guardians Mariners because of the Naylor brothers.
That would have been great.
That would have been cool. But ultimately, Tigers, you know, didn't let that happen.
I think it's I think the Tigers got the short straw, though. I don't know that I want any part of that Mariner squad. They are end of the year red hot, and that is a absolutely loaded team. I think the best team in the American League. No one's going to miss, makes it 1-1. Then on the National League side, I mean, I know the Phillies are going to be the team to beat. I know Vegas has them. It's the favorite last I saw, but I don't know that you can. When you're the defending champs and you're the Dodgers and you've played the way you have, and you have Ohtani now back on the mound going into the postseason, I don't know that you can. You would smartly think anybody other in the National League is going to be representing them in the World Series and the Dodgers. So, but we'll see how that plays out, but I don't know that you would want to pick anybody else because that team just is absolutely nasty. They are proven, and they're ready to do it again. 1-2 count here to McElwee. Bases are loaded, one down. Tie ball game. Dodgers on the 1-2. That makes it 2-2. Who do you like on each side? Who's your pick to make the World Series? Now that we've gotten through the wild cards, we have these division series set.
I mean, I want the Mariners to win.
Uh-huh.
But I also I think it could be Brewers Mariners.
Okay.
I think.
Well, those were the two hottest teams of the second half in each of their respective.
And
leagues.
Also, neither team has won the World Series yet.
Yeah.
And they're two really hot teams who, I mean, the other thing is when you are really hot, and then you
that
take
layoff,
off,
that
yeah,
layoff's cut.
Layoff.
So to combat that layoff, most of these teams have been doing intra-squad games.
I saw the Phillies.
So
did that.
yeah, and then the Mariners did it yesterday, and they had Ichiro playing in right field.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was cool. And I know that the Phillies, Mariners, and Brewers did that.
Yes.
The Brewers had one of their coaches be the umpire, and they were joking around with him. I saw that. They didn't like any of his calls.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's going to be Mariners-Dodgers. I think that's it's probably the easy pick, but I think it's the easy pick for a reason. I'm not going to discount the Yankees, though. If they get pitching performances like they had last night in shutting out the Red Sox, that is going to be they're going to be awfully tough to deal with. The fact that they were able to keep their bullpen largely rested, not having to go to anybody but Bednar until the ninth, puts them in a really great spot. Comes a 3-2. Again, McElwee at the plate. Bases are loaded. That one is going to go foul. So this AB will continue. Runners will retreat.
I will say that the Dodgers-Phillies those are going to be good games.
Yeah.
Those are going to be like what could possibly be amazing, like championship, like NLCS games.
Part of me wishes that these 3-game series would have had a travel day yesterday, and the other team would have gotten to host a game today. And I know that would have meant going directly into these DSs, but I think that we're going to have a bases-loaded walk. Kane Southeast going to take a 2-1 lead as McElwee makes his way down to first. I just think it's tough for a fan base to say my team made the World Series, my team made the postseason, but they never get to host a game.
Yeah.
So when the Mariners last made the postseason, they got swept in 2 games, never got to have that postseason, even though they made it to the postseason for the first time in like 20 years. They didn't even get to host a game.
They put a thing in the rafters for
them.
So,
but now they at least they're going to get home field advantage, or they're the top seed
against
in the American
the
League.
Tigers tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah. Saturday.
So Saturday night, ALDS Game 1. It's going to be at 8 o'clock, 8:30.
Saturday, all of my screens will be
Well,
on.
that's the unfortunate thing is you got to contend with college football and MLB.
Starting at 9
postseason at
a.m.,
the same time.
I will be watching TV until I fall asleep on the couch.
Bases are loaded for Luke Bennett. Roger skips that one.
All right, well, I mean, speaking of Saturdays, we've got 2 top 25 matchups between two, teams that have, all of them have had some shocking loss except for one. It's the Miami Hurricanes. You got Vanderbilt versus Alabama. It's in Alabama. It's in, it's a 3:30 game in Tuscaloosa.
I thought Ty Simpson was really good last time out against obviously a very good Georgia team, and he was doing it on the road. I think Ty Simpson and Alabama take down Vanderbilt.
Okay. And then you've got Miami at FSU.
So Florida State obviously suffering that stunning loss on the road to Virginia. Miami got to kind of sit back and watch chaos unfold during a weekend that saw 4 top 10 teams lose. I don't think Carson Beck and Miami follow suit on the road in Tallahassee, so I think the Canes stay undefeated. I think they're going to be ticked off because they dropped to number 3 while they watched Oregon leapfrog them because of that win at Penn State. I think Miami's going to have a chip on their shoulder, so I think Alabama and Miami are going to take those top 25 matchups. 3-0 count here to Bennett. Bases are loaded. 2-1 lead for Kane Southeast. Who do you like in those 2 games?
I personally like Diego Pavia. I think he's been great for
another bases loaded walk, and J.B. Rogers is watching this one go sideways, and he was so locked in during that first inning, but the control kind of just got away from him. I think you kind of have to be impressed with the way he started things off, but unfortunately just kind of got sideways for the Athens Christian right-hander, and he's going to exit here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. But I'm going to let you have this opportunity. We're not going to cut away for the pitching change. This is your floor. Tell us who you like in those games again.
Okay, Diego Pavia been great for the last couple. Last year had an amazing breakout season. This year he's been pretty good. Beat a top 25 USC team. Yes, they lost Lenore Sellers, but he still he still did amazing.
So you like Vanderbilt?
Alabama is such a, I went to Tuscaloosa for the Wisconsin game, and Tuscaloosa is loud, especially when it's a ranked versus ranked game. And Ty Simpson has been amazing on the accuracy side. I do think they're kind of a little weak a little bit, as in they're not as tough as Vanderbilt.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be a really close game, and I think Alabama does kind of pull out on
Alabama.
that.
All right, what about Miami and Florida State?
Miami, they had a off week last week. They have an off week next week. So their 2 breaks are in between this game. So they know they can go all out and still have another break going into the end of the season. Now, FSU, Tommy Castellanos he's looked amazing. The other thing is people talk about the fact he can't throw. He just runs it.
I don't know. He had some really great throws at the end of that. He sent that game to overtime against Virginia with a really great throw on 4th down into the left corner of the end zone that
ultimately
tied that one up.
He threw an interception. That's why they lost.
Okay.
So I think still close game. Especially it's at 7:30 p.m.
Yeah.
It's a Florida rivalry game.
Yeah.
I think Miami does pull off the win because they know they can go all out and still have another week before they have another break.
Well, talking to Corey Fuller at the airport when we were coming back from Miami, Fuller, obviously former NFL player, former Florida State Seminole, on staff as the director of player development for the Florida State Seminoles. He was talking up this one big time. They are absolutely fired up for this game. Miami's back. They're back. This game has not mattered like this in a very, very long time, so both teams are going to be extremely fired up, so it's going to be a lot of fun, without question, in Tallahassee. Our new pitcher for CBA Georgia is Javier Vega out of Alatoona, which may be the coolest name that we've had in the 2025 fall schedule. So Vega going to inherit a bit of an issue here, 1 down here in the inning, and he's going to have Bryson Hooper the extra hitter at the plate for Kane Southeast with traffic on the base pass, and Kane Southeast up 3-1 here in the bottom of the third. Miss high from Vega.
I can't hear the name Vega and not think of Street Fighter.
Well, I think of Vincent Vega, who was a character from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah?
Which
I
is
mean,
a much cooler Vega. That
yeah,
one is
but I mean,
foul back, counts 1-1.
I feel like I've
That was
seen
John
more.
Travolta's character was Vincent Vega.
Yeah.
Counts 1-1. Oh, I can see the contents of the Farmer box, so we are back in full force here on field 13. There's a 1-1 from Vega, glances back at second. Miss inside, counts now 2-1.
You're getting close to one of my favorite times of the day here, LakePoint after dark. I always feel like the vibes are a little bit, I feel like especially in the fall, I feel like the vibes at LakePoint after dark are
You make it seem like
unmatched.
like it's a dance club.
It is a
Okay.
dance club up in LakePoint.
Okay. Up in the club.
Up in the club.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, Club LakePoint in full effect here. Bottom of the third. 3-1 count. Vega on the mound. Hooper at the plate. That one is skied foul. 72.8 off his bat. Vega having to put in some work here against Hooper. Hooper with that high setup. Payoff pitch. Jumps on this one, 82.1. Shortstop has it, throws a second for one, throws the first in time. Nice double play by CBA. The Kane Southeast lead 3-1 when we come back from Emerson, Georgia.
Hot summer days call for cool adventures in Cartersville Museum City. Beat the heat indoors with jaw-dropping exhibits at Tella's Science Museum and the Savoy Automobile Museum. Hit the water at Terminus Wake Park, kayak the Etowah River, or head to Lake Allatoona for fishing, boating, and unbeatable lake days. When the sun sets, head downtown for live music, delicious eats, and local flavors. From family fun to date nights, summer memories start here. Plan your trip today at cartersvillemuseumcity.com.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
We're back. Canes Southeast lead 3-1 over CBA Georgia as we move to the bottom of the third inning. I believe now the top of the fourth here. It's Magic is our scoreboard updates, top of the fourth. And we are going to see J.C. Seegers, Grady Whitaker, and Terrence Watts for CBA. Still looking at Cohen Hawkins on the mound for Kane Southeast. He's thrown 13 pitches thus far. Kane Southeast have 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 run for CBA Georgia. Coming off of a throwing error from behind the plate for Kane Southeast. Still hunting for their first hit of the game, as we said here in the fourth. See if they can get that here as they'll move to the numbers 3, 4, and 5 hitters here in the top of the fourth.
You know what that kind of looks like? Purple haze.
Yeah.
You know what purple haze brings? Purple rain.
That's right. All right, J.C. Seegers will start things off here for CBA Georgia. Seegers at a Jefferson, 37th ranked outfielder in Georgia in 28, 183 overall. He's 5'10", 170 pounds. See if he can come through. So get something going here in the top of the fourth. Again, able to take advantage of a throwing error from behind the plate for Kane Southeast, but that's been the only real positives offensively for CBA Georgia. They moved on from starter J.B. Rogers last half an inning after he went 2 1/3, allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. That one is roped into right field, and that is going to be a miraculous catch in right field. Absolute magic in right field for Kane Southeast. Did he drop it?
He dropped it.
Man, it looked like he caught that in right field.
That was
All right, so that's the issue sometime with calling these
nobody
games
caught
off.
it.
Okay,
Oh,
he
no,
did it.
no,
He's
never
going
mind,
back
never
and
mind.
he's depositing his equipment. So that was not the miraculous effort I thought it was. It was a nice try. Nice try in right field there. Who do we have out there? Sam Saladino nearly made a magical catch, but we're going to have a leadoff double, and that's going to be the first hit of the game for CBA Georgia, as they had J.C. Seegers come through, and that'll bring up Grady Whitaker now with a runner in scoring position. So hats off to both the batter and Saladino in right field trying to make that great catch. This one's in play. Shortstop has it. He's going to throw to first in time for the out. I really did think he caught that ball.
I did too.
The way he laid out for that, and the way he stayed down there, looked for sure that he caught that ball. But now we're going to have Seegers at third off that ground out. So that'll bring up Terrence Watts with one down.
I don't think I've ever seen a guy just run from like second to third without caring at all if the shortstop was going to get him or not. He just ran. He did not look back. He did not hesitate at all.
Oh.
He just believed in himself.
He did believe in himself, and he's now standing at third base. Well, if you put a ball in a play like that and it looked like a guy's making a miraculous place, everything's moving your direction. 96.8 off the bat. That one is into center field. Watts has got himself an RBI single, and we've got a 3-2 game here in the top of the fourth. Well-struck ball just ropes that one into center field. 2 hits now in the inning for CBA Georgia. They came in with 0. Marcus Gallen's turn now, the extra hitter. They're seeing Hawkins well here in the top of the fourth, and we've got a 1-run game. CBA Georgia keeps this momentum going, that J.C. Seegers double might have its place in our moments that mattered as we look late in this game. 1-1 now the count here to Gallons.
I really thought he caught that.
Yeah. Well, he had me fooled for sure. Swing and a miss. Counts now 1-2. And again, for those not knowing the mechanics of things, we're sitting in our studio. We're pulling in the feed from our cameras. So sometimes hard to get a full read on balls struck that far into the outfield. One bounces in front of the catcher, and Kozlowski Buckner cuts it off.
Indeed. We are not in the Scout Tower.
No, but we used to be in the Scout Tower. Many years ago, we used to call games from up there before we leveled up and got ourselves a studio, and we'll have our next level up here momentarily with a new studio on the way. Count is now full here to Gallons. We are in the top of the fourth inning. We have played 1 hour and 20 minutes. That one is roped 91 off his bat, got him on the run. Left fielder watches that one, and that's up against the wall. Gallen's going to make his way to second. We're going to have a ground rule double, and Marcus Gallens absolutely ropes that 91 off the bat. A extremely well-struck ball and a much-needed one for CBA Georgia.
I mean, they're getting hot.
Yeah, they are. The bats are coming together at the right time for CBA Georgia, and they, again, are seeing Hawkins extremely well here in the fourth. They came into this inning with no hits. They've got 2 doubles in this inning and a single, and it's made this a 3-2 game with runners at second and third and 1 down here in the fourth. Yeah, that Gallons hit was absolute rope. Little meeting of the minds here with 1 down in the fourth. Trying to hit reset.
Trying to slow him down a little bit. All you can do as a pitcher when these guys are hot, you just got to take your time, you know. Realize, all right, I'm the one in charge here. I'm the one throwing the ball.
Yeah, you control the controllables, right? Nothing you can do about the pitch you made, only the pitch you are about to make. Parker at the plate now. Jumps on that one. Third base has it, throws, but another run scores for CBA. Oh, an errant throw to third, and we are going to have a tie ball game now, 3-3 here in the fourth. And CBA Georgia has put traffic on the base pass, and they have taken full advantage. We are all notched up, and we have now got a ball game on our hands. A lot of traffic, a lot of magic for CBA Georgia. They now have a 4-3 lead off that errant throw. CBA Georgia coming through big time here in the fourth. Beasley now at the plate, and he is first pitch swinging, and that goes back foul. They are jumping on Cohen Hawkins early and often here in the fourth. They have scored 3 runs here in this inning to take a 4-3 advantage. Looking for a strike. Kane Southeast were in complete control of this game. No hits going into this inning for CBA Georgia, but we have seen the tables turn. Bounces in front of the catcher. Counts now 1-2. The Skyback cannot be a 26.9 exit velo. That doesn't seem right to me.
No.
Counts 1-2. Drops in the curveball, gets a strikeout. Great job by Hawkins responding there. And that's going to bring an end to the inning. Got to go around the horn for some emphasis there. But CBA Georgia has a 4-3 lead as they plate 3 in the inning. Moving on to the bottom of the fourth.
Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Rivera, and then Big Papi.
I'm gonna have to go Acuna, Chris Sale, Mike Trout, Babe Ruth.
David Ortiz, Ted Williams, Chipper Jones, and Mickey Mantle.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
Kane Southeast with 3 runs in the top of the fourth inning. They have taken a 4-3 lead over Kane's Southeast here as we are moving along in the Underclass Fall World Series. Our game of the day, Cory McCartney, Jack McCartney with you. And we will now see Trace, Chauncey, Kristen, Kozlowski, Buckner, and Kanan Garrett for Kane Southeast. They try to issue a response here. Miss inside, 78.1.
Wow.
Second look at Javier Vega at the plate.
Wow.
We got 3 balls. This is like pinball. This is like pinball when you get like all of them coming in at once and you got to be rapid fire there with the paddles. We got 3 balls on the field in play at once. 1-0 count here to Chauncey.
That's why you see many umpires just hand it down to the catcher.
That's right.
They don't want to worry about that.
Vega misses, same spot. Count now 2-0. And at this point, you're looking for a shutdown inning out of Vega, right? Your offense took off in the top of the inning. You have rushed to a 4-3 advantage. And the one thing you want to do is get quick outs. And, man, just gets outside of his glove. A near mirror image of what we saw in right field out of Sam Saladino. CBA nearly had the same thing. Austin McCoy just misses that. Nearly had a miraculous catch of his own, but instead we'll have a leadoff runner here for Kane Southeast. He'll now turn it over to, where are we at in the order for them? This will be Kristen Keselowski-Buckner. Yeah, that was a fantastic effort. We've seen two really great efforts out of the corner outfielders, just unable to glove either one of these. So it could be a big moment here for Kane Southeast. Let's see if they take advantage. Over from Vega.
Yeah, he's from, goes to Alexander High School.
Correct.
Which has, well, they had now at Oklahoma State, Terrence Bowen.
Yeah, correct.
He was there for 3 years.
Ooh, swings through that. Counts now 1-1. Runner at first. Vega delivers. Swing, miss, and the elevated fastball. Counts now 1-2. That base runner certainly not the start that Vega was hoping for, trying to provide a shutdown inning in response of his offense, plating 3 in the top of the 4th. See what he can do here with a 1-2 count. Matt Capps, a guy I know very well, former Brave, and we get a strikeout. Yeah, we did get a strikeout from Vegas. Now out number 1. So notable alumni from Alexander does include the former Braves and Nationals reliever.
Justin Hall, wide receiver, and Austin Hall, or Hill, who was a race car driver.
Yeah.
Megan Maroney. Yeah. Eric Singleton Jr. and Edijah Hodge.
Okay.
Who is a track and field sprinter for the British Virgin Islands. I was not aware that Alexander's full legal name was Robert S. Alexander High School.
Runner takes off for second. The throw is going to be late and skips in front of the shortstop.
I didn't know high schools could have legal names. I just thought it was Alexander.
So after Keselowski-Buckner goes down on strikes, Kanan Garrett's got a 1-0 count. Garrett playing third base for Kane Southeast. Garrett jumps on that one, but it's right into the shortstop's mitt, throws the first in time for the second out, but runner did advance to third. So the tying run now standing 90 feet away off that ground out from Garrett. Going to bring up Sam Saladino. Saladino had me on the edge of my seat thinking he had made a fantastic catch in right field, so gave him a shining moment even though it was didn't exactly glove it, but we nearly saw the same thing to Austin McCoy and left here in this inning. Guys out here putting in efforts on a Friday night. Now one is skied. Center fielder watches it drop in front of him, and Saladino has us all notched up at 4-4 off that 2-out single.
It's a brand new ball game, tied game.
So he just jumps on that one, 71.4 off his bat. We are to the top of the order now with Luke Reese. So that lead runner reaching off of, again, we thought Austin McCoy made a great catch in left field, bounced out of his glove, and it came back to haunt CBA Georgia as he came around and scored. Now we're all tied up at 4-4. Vegas got an 0-1 count against Reese, misses, makes it even.
You know, we didn't talk about it, but Kanan Garrett, you know, Woodstock Wolverines. And the catcher's helmet looks like the Wolverines, but Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah, so a lot of Wolverine ties this evening.
And funny enough, in Cherokee County, you got the Woodstock Wolverines, who are Wolverines, but Sequoia has Michigan's helmets. So funny enough, the Wolverines don't have the helmets, but the Chiefs do.
Yeah. Okay. That's a weird rabbit hole you just took us down.
There's a little Cherokee County historical fact for the day.
Counts 2-2 to Reese. Defensive swing, fouls it off. 20 pitches so far for Vega coming in relief. We have played an hour 30 as we sit here in the bottom of the fourth. I feel like we may be limited to just 5 innings in this game. We'll see how things transpire. See if Kane Southeast can get themselves a lead going into the fifth. They can back that up. Right now we're all tied up at 4-4. Should Reese reach, it'll be Garrett Guidry. Comes a payoff pitch from Vega. Reese jumps on this one. Dribbler, second base has it, throws in at time. That'll bring it in to the fourth. We are all tied up at 4-4. We'll be back. You are watching the Underclass Fall World Series.
I was 12 years old at Cooperstown, and my mom said if I hit a home run in Cooperstown, I could get a phone. And on the final game, I hit a bomb over left field, and I got a new phone.
I've never hit a home run up to that point. It was 14U, really small field. I wasn't hitting anything, and I finally poked one out, barely.
My first home run was 8U at Eastside. I think I was on the worst team in the whole league, and then hit the home run, and we kind of turned the season around.
We are back, top of the fifth inning. Cohen Hawkins returns on the mound for Canes Southeast, a 4-4 ball game. Canes Southeast, by the way, have to play another game after this. At 8:15, they'll play Tennessee National. Saturday at 10:15, they'll play U.S. Scout National. On the flip side, CBA Georgia is playing one game today. They'll be back tomorrow at Saturday, 8 a.m. They'll play that USA Scout National team, and then they will play Tennessee Nationals at 12:30. I feel like I'd rather play one game on Friday and 2 on Saturday. I feel like CBA Georgia's got the better schedule. But the other side of it, if you're Canes Southeast, you get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow. CBA Georgia's got to be here at 7 a.m. to get themselves ready for an 8 o'clock game. Canes Southeast doesn't have to get here until about 9 o'clock to play at 10:15.
I would say, with what tomorrow brings, you got the NLDS and you got college football. I personally would rather play 2 games tonight, 1 game tomorrow.
So, because CBA Georgia is going to be playing right in the smack middle of the 12 o'clock college football games tomorrow.
And they play at 8 a.m. and then they 12:30.
So they're going to miss
college game day,
and they'll miss the first games.
They'll miss the first games,
Yeah.
but at least Kane Southeast gets to
they get to get done right when the 12 o'clock games kick off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dylan Verdi at the plate right now for CBA Georgia as they try to issue a response after watching Kane Southeast tie this up in the 4th inning. Verdi will be followed by Dominic Savio, and then it's Austin McCoy. Miss inside by Hawkins. Count is 2-0. We saw a leadoff runner come back to haunt CBA Georgia in the 4th. They're going to try to get one of their own here. That one is roped at 96 mile an hour off his bat. That is down into the left field corner, and it goes foul. Hardest hit ball of the day, and it goes foul. 96 mile an hour off the bat of Verdi. That was an absolute rocket, and the Jefferson 2027 has to continue the AB off the hardest hit ball of this game.
I will say I've been impressed with the velocities, both hitting and pitching wise today. There's a lot of very fast pitches and very fast.
Yeah, we've had a lot of hard hit balls, a lot of barrels, and that was certainly the barrelest of the barrels at 96 mile an hour. It's got a 2-1 count now, though, against Hawkins. Misses upstairs, counts now 3-1. At this point, you're playing the tendencies, right? You know Verdi is going to want to replicate that after hitting a ball that hard. You know he thinks he's got another one in his back pocket. Can you get him to chase? He goes outside to get that one. You know he's got another one back there. He's like, if I can get a hold of this kid one more time, I'm going to rope one. He's got it. He's got it in his back of his head. He's thinking it. So now you got to play that against him. Counts full.
Probably throw a change up here.
He goes breaking ball.
Wow.
A dribbler. His shortstop has it. Long throw. Skips. And they got him. Nice dig at first base. Great job defensively there. It'll be out number 1. Bring up Justin Hurd.
I thought gymnastics was this weekend.
Excuse me?
I thought gymnastics was this weekend.
It is this weekend.
Yeah, he's doing it a day early. He's out here getting ready.
Okay. 0-2 count here to Hurd. Did he bite? He did not. AB will continue. Counts 1-2. Hurd now 6'1", 185-pound righty. Spikes that one. Catcher just did a push-up. I like that. You get your work in when you can. Hawkins takes his time, delivers. Hurd ropes that 83.4 off his bat. Catcher puts his hands up. Where did it go? Nobody knows. Our camera did not cooperate on that one, and Hurd is going to be aboard with 1 out. So 83.4 off his bat. He's got himself a 1-out single. We'll go from Hurd to Dominic Savio. See if we just have a word here with Hawkins, or if that's going to be the end of the day for the right-hander. He's coming in relief from 41 pitches.
Is the umpire texting?
No, he's probably just checking time. Hawkins took over for Barfield, and he's going to stay out there. One down, Savio with the fist bump to Keselowski Buckner. Justin Hurd at first base. Sends that one foul. And after Savio, we are to the top of the order in Austin McCoy. Quick pitch, but misses outside, counts 1-1. Sun is setting. We've seen a little bit of everything lighting-wise. We started out with it looking good. It got extremely bright, washed out. As producer Maddie said, it looked like a Monet painting. It's going to get away from him. Hurd is going to advance to second off that pass ball. So now a runner in scoring position for CBA Georgia here on the top of the 5th. The 2-1. Sends that one back foul. We're getting up against it time-wise. Got about 6 minutes of game time remaining, so this is a really crucial inning for CBA Georgia. That one is ripped down the right side. Did it go foul? It, in fact, did go foul. Of course, Kane Southeast being the home team, they will get their opportunity regardless of what happens here in the top of the 5th for CBA Georgia. But CBA Georgia obviously looking to get themselves that lead and put the pressure on Kane Southeast and what is more than likely going to be CBA Georgia's last AB. So there is one down. Again, they've got a runner at second in the form of Hurd. Savio's got a 2-2 count. Just misses. Count will now be full. And after Savio, it's to the top of the order in Austin McCoy. Comes a 3-2. Another foul. It's turning into an excruciatingly long AB for Hawkins. I believe it's been 8 pitches thus far that Savio's seen.
You know, I bet Kane Southeast likes that, because then that puts a little bit more pressure on CBA to go, if after this inning, if they don't score at all, it puts more pressure on CBA to get those 3 outs. That way they don't go overtime and then they win because they ran out of time.
Well, nonetheless, they got runners at first and second with 1 out, and here comes coach and staff again, and we will see the end of the day for Hawkins after that 1-out walk. CBA Georgia going to have runners at first and second with 1 out, and he does not want to come out of this game, but unfortunately a second mound visit means that is it for Hawkins. We have a pitching change for Kane Southeast. We will break down that new pitcher when we come back from LakePoint Sports. We're back. Our new pitcher for Canes Southeast is going to be Sam Saladino, who comes in from right field to take over duties here with 1 out in the top of the 5th. Saladino's got a fastball around 77. He's got a curveball around 68 mile an hour out of East Paulding. This is his 8th prep baseball event. He is primarily a right-handed pitcher. That's listed as his first position. Outfield is second, 2028. Kane Southeast needs him to be shut down at this point because they cannot allow another run to score and put more pressure on their offense going into the bottom of the 5th inning, and that will be the end of this one. We've played an hour 42, so we are up against it time-wise. See our final warm-up pitches here from Saladino. He'll face leadoff hitter Austin McCoy. Dialing in there about 74.9 on that last one. Here comes McCoy to start the AB. Takes that deep breath. McCoy steps in. Again, he's got runners at first and second. 1 down. McCoy, another one of these CBA players with a high number, swings through that one. But he's number 8 because I asked her coach pregame about the players who didn't have numbers. And Austin McCoy, number 8. He's got an 0-1 count here. Saladino, that's a strike, and the outside counts now 0-2. Saladino's shown nothing but fastballs thus far. Let's see if he's got something else in his back pocket on this 0-2 count. He's got some pitches to play with. 1 out, 2 on. Just misses upstairs. Counts now 1-2. Saladino fires, misses, tries to go to the same spot, misses outside, count will be even. comes with a 2-2. Swing, miss, strikeout, and a big one for Sam Saladino. Now 2 down with runners at first and second. That gives us another look at Lucas Chandler. CBA Georgia needs him in the worst way here with 2 outs and 2 on. All tied up at 4-4. This is upstairs. After Chandler, it's J.C. Seegers who came through with a double in his last AB. Chandler fouls that one back. I like the effort on the ball boy. He's showing off some speed. That's like U.S. Open tennis ball guy that like runs in front of the net kind of speed. Like he's like, I feel like he's trying out for that. So we should get the stopwatches out. Put it on the Prep Baseball profile. Ball getter speed.
Who needs catcher pop time? We'll
That's
get
right.
ball getter speed.
This is upstairs. Counts 2-1 now to Chandler. Ball retriever. That's probably, retrieval speed is probably better. Right?
Yeah.
That's probably a little more aesthetically pleasing than ball getter speed. Counts 2-1 Chandler.
We need the national rankings for ball retriever.
I like it. I think we can make this happen. I'm going to talk to Shooter Hunt and see what the thought process is on this one. Count is 3-1 to Chandler. 1 pitch away from loading the bases for J.C. Seegers. Saladino misses upstairs, and we will, in fact, have the bases loaded with 2 outs and Seegers stepping to the plate. The 37th ranked outfielder in Georgia has a major opportunity. He doubled in his last AB. See what he's got in store here. Could be a defining moment in this game as we are all timed out. Kane Southeast will get their AB regardless of what happens here. But this is a massive moment for CBA Georgia. Miss inside.
That was real close to hitting him.
It sure was. Came real close to hitting Seegers. He's 1 for 2 today. The Jefferson lefty looking to put CBA Georgia on top here in the 5th. Another miss, counts now 2-0. We'll have to have a word here with Saladino. He got a strikeout for the 2nd out of this inning. They pointing at us. Oh, back where the camera see back there. That's where the camera's at. Maybe he was pointing at us, or that, or he said, let your defense work." I would say he's probably told him to let the defense work. Seegers with a big opportunity here. See if Saladino can calm himself down. Another miss, 3-0. He's now 1 pitch away from giving CBA Georgia the lead. Another miss, and he in fact does issue a bases-loaded walk as Seeger makes his way down to first base. Justin Hurt scores, and CBA Georgia now has a 5-4 lead here off that walk. Tough moment there for Saladino, and now he's going to have to deal with Grady Whitaker with the bases still loaded. At this point, you just got to get yourself out of this and give your offense a chance to respond. Another miss. He's thrown 5 straight balls.
They've all been up. Almost every single one of them has just been sailing on him.
Yeah, just missing a little bit on the release point. Everything has been up in the zone, up and out of the zone. A 6th straight ball.
Isn't it Mississippi State that counts?
Correct.
How many? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they count how many consecutive balls the pitcher's thrown. Another miss. Man, they are watching Saladino struggle to find the zone, and he looked really good in the previous AB when he was facing Chandler. Another walk, back-to-back bases loaded walks, makes it 6-4 CBA Georgia. Wheels falling off here a little bit for Kane Southeast. And unfortunately, because I thought Saladino looked really good to start off when he came in. He showed a couple nice pitches, was living on the outside of the zone. But unfortunately, things have gotten out of control. He's issued a couple walks and now has his team trailing by 2 runs here in the top of the 5th inning. Again, they will get an opportunity to respond in the bottom of the 5th as the home team because we are all timed out. But what's the score going to look like when they get to that point? They really need him to just kind of ratchet it in here, allow his defense to work behind him. They're 1 pitch away from getting out of this, and I'm pretty sure that's the message right now to Saladino. We need 1 pitch. We need 1 strike. Let that defense work, and let's let something happen and get our offense an opportunity. It'll be Terrence Watts now, the first baseman with 2 down. Bases are still loaded. Back-to-back walks issued by Saladino has turned a 4-4 tie into a 6-4 CBA Georgia lead. Back pick throw to first. He's safe because Lewski Buckner thought he had him, appealing to the home plate umpire, but falls on deaf ears. AB will continue. No catcher ever thinks he misses a back pick throw. They love that more than anything.
Unless it like tails away.
Oh, sure. If it's close, the catcher thinks he pulled it off. Best pitch Saladino has thrown in 3 batters, makes it 0-1. Excuse me, 0-2. See if he can finish off Watts. Ropes it back foul. Yeah. He's definitely found his release point again, and it's got a 0-2 count here to Watts. Again, he needs 1 pitch to get Kane Southeast out of this and give their offense an opportunity. See if they can plate 2, tie it up, or plate 3 and get themselves a walk-off win. Dribbler goes foul. Saladino's coming in this inning, thrown 22 pitches so far.
Terrence Watts doing anything he can to keep this CBA top of the 5th alive.
He's 1 for 1 today. And he is working this count here. It's 0-2, has been 0-2 for 3 pitches. Miss inside, counts now 1-2. Watts ropes that 87.5 off his bat. Center fielder camps underneath it. That will bring an end to the inning, but CBA Georgia scores 2 runs off of bases loaded walks, and it has them leading 6-4 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. We'll see if Kane Southeast can respond.
Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
Welcome back. We are on to the bottom of the 5th inning after a long top part of the 5th. Javier Vega going to try to close it out for CBA Georgia. His team has a 2-run lead, and he'll see Garrett Guidry, Trey Brown, and Cade McElwee. So that's the second, third, and fourth hitters for Kane Southeast as they try to mount a response after CBA Georgia scored 2 runs in the top of the inning. This, of course, will be the finality of this game as we have played nearly 2 hours of a 145 game. 3 hits thus far for, well, there'd be 3 hits in total for CBA Georgia, 5 hits for Kane Southeast. So if they get something going here with Guidry at the plate. First pitch is a strike, 68.7 off that secondary pitch from Vega.
He wanted that. He just hesitated a little bit.
So here he goes on the 0-1. Goes right back to it. That one at 70 miles an hour. Counts now 0-2. Goes right back to it, right up the middle, gets past the shortstop into center field, and a leadoff single by Garrett Guidry, a much-needed base runner for Kane Southeast, gets him going here in the 5th. I'll bring up Trey Brown. Yeah, hats off to Guidry there. He looked a little mystified by that by that pitch early on, and Vega just kept going to it, saw enough of them that he was able to dribble one just right up the middle for a base hit. Misses to Brown, makes it 1-0. Throw over to first. In for a strike. Comes Vega with the 1-1. Slide step throws, counts now 1-2 off that swing and a miss. Now taking a second to regroup. He's 1 for 1. Another slide step throw, misses inside. No, a punch out of Trey Brown, and he is flabbergasted by that call, but it is a big out for Kane Southeast as CBA Georgia gets their best hitter down on strikes for the first out. I'll bring up Cade McElwee. Wow, tough call on an inside pitch to Trey Brown, and he was certainly beside himself, but that was called strike 3, and there's now 1 down. Pumps that inside for a strike. .64 lead for CBA Georgia, trying to cement that win. This one is roped, 79.7 mile an hour pitch, 85.4 off the bat of McElwee, and that is caught for an out, so now 2 down. Fortunately, we didn't get to see who caught that, but we saw the sign from the infield umpire there. So now 2 down. Well struck ball. The hardest hit balls we've seen in this game have been outs.
Or fouls.
Yes.
They have not counted.
Oh, the pick throw over nearly had him off the
close.
Quick move there from Vega to first. Really got him with the pickoff move. Trying to keep, get Garrett Guidry napping at first. Luke Bennett at the plate.
Vega has done a good job of not letting that first hit impact the way he's playing.
Yeah, it's not steamrolling into other things, right? He's staying within his game plan, yeah.
He's keeping that eye on the prize. He's trying to get those guys out of the plate, not really worry about him much.
Put in play, that's going to be into right field for another hit. This a 2-out single from Luke Bennett. The inning will continue as Bryson Hooper steps in.
Just as I say that.
Yeah. Well, they have runners now at first and second with 2 outs. Just like we were talking with Kane Southeast being 1 pitch away from getting it out of the inning, CBA Georgia 1 pitch away from getting a victory. But can Kane Southeast keep this inning alive and keep their walk-off dreams alive? Their hopes are now in the hands of one Bryson Hooper. Trace Chauncey, who already has 2 hits on the day, sits in the on-deck circle. Ropes that one back foul. Hooper is 0 for 1, got himself a walk. Chauncey in the on-deck circle, 2 for 2, has scored a run. That will be a strike. It drops in the low half of the zone. Counts now 1-2. See if Vega can slam the door here on Kane Southeast. Here is the 1-2 to Hooper. It's in play, right up the middle. Shortstop has it, tags the bag, and that will bring an end to this one as CBA Georgia holds on. They are 6-4 winners over Kane Southeast in this, the opening game of the Underclass Fall World Series. Great game. We'll be back with more to talk Aspen Hospitality Group Moment That Matters and our Player of the Game presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts when we come back from LakePoint Sports.
I was 12 years old at Cooperstown, and my mom said if I hit a home run in Cooperstown, I could get a phone. And on the final game, I hit a bomb over left field, and I got a new phone.
I've never hit a home run up to that point. It was 14U, really small field. I wasn't hitting anything, and I finally poked one out, barely.
My first home run was 8U at Eastside. I think I was on the worst team in the whole league, and then hit the home run, and we kind of turned the season around.
Hot summer days call for cool adventures in Cartersville, Museum City. Beat the heat indoors with jaw-dropping exhibits at Tellus Science Museum and the Savoy Automobile Museum. Hit the water at Terminus Wake Park, kayak the Etowah River, or head to Lake Allatoona for fishing, boating, and unbeatable lake days. When the sun sets, head downtown for live music, delicious eats, and local flavors. From family fun to date nights, summer memories start here. Plan your trip today at CartersvilleMuseumCity.com.
With its unbeatable power and its versatility, the Eminence 605 grill from Atlanta-based Monument Grills lets you grill like a pro. Learn more about the Eminence 605 and their other grills at monumentgrills.com.
Football and probably okay.
I'd be the best golf player to ever live.
I'd probably play football, tight end, or I'd be the best Clash Royale player.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Rivera, and then Big Papi.
I have to go Acuna, Chris Hale, Mike Trout, Babe Ruth.
David Ortiz, Ted Williams, Chipper Jones, and Mickey Mantle.
We're here at the Rawlings store in the LakePoint Sports Campus with LakePoint athlete Gino Goralski here to do some glove shopping. Gino, you ready?
I'm excited. Let's do it.
An outfielder, I know you watched guys when you were coming up. Who did you look to and you said, man, that's how you play in the outfield defensively?
Justin Upton with the Braves. Justin Upton, I mean, recently Jared Duran, I mean, he's really good defensively. I mean, I can go on PCA. I mean, I just look at the guys that are really quick, that make the flashy diving plays and try to equate my game to that.
Some guys will name bats, they'll name gloves. Have you ever named a glove?
I have never named a glove, but if I was going to name a glove, I'd probably go from the Sandlot. Hercules, I would name my glove.
All right, I love the dog from the Sandlot. All right, now comes the fun part, because we're going to get you on Rawlings' website. You get to sit down and customize a Rev 1X Gamer XLE Pro Prefer to Heart of the Hide. You ready?
Let's do it. Heart of the Hide here. I mean, can't go wrong with that. This is always a tough choice for me, just because all the pockets are very similar, but I always, every single time I build a glove, I always go with a 3029. I'm going to go baby blue. And then the patches to match, like I said, I'm a very typical match type of guy. Shell palm, baby blue, that's exactly what I want. And then laces, I'll go with blonde again, just because I think that's gonna look really good with the glove. Shell palm, wait, what's the lining? Let's see the lining. Ooh, I didn't know I can make the inside baby blue too. Ooh, that's gonna look really good. I should be able to go baby blue with the custom. And then the thumb, I will go, if I can spell this right, and second. I like this one just because it always reminds me of that I'm playing the game for Christ, not just for myself. And that's my glove right there.
The Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
At the Rawlings store here in the LakePoint Sports Campus with LakePoint athlete Dom Rossi here to do some glove shopping. Dom, you ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
So Dom, primarily a catcher, we've got you here with the catcher's mitts. What do you specifically look for in a catcher's mitt that may be different than what you're looking for as a pitcher and a position player?
Well, catcher mitt's way different than any other position mitt, right? So I like a 33-inch. I don't really have a preference on what it looks like. Rawlings preferably, but I just like that it has a good pocket and that it'll make a good sound when I catch it.
Rawlings, of course, is the Gold Glove company. What's the best defensive play you've ever made in a game?
Probably blocked a curveball and the runner tried to steal second and just scooped it up and threw him out. Probably one of those athletic plays like that.
Now comes the best part. We're going to get you on Rawlings' website, and you're going to get to customize either a Gamer XLE, a Rev 1X, Heart of the Hide, or Pro Preferred. The best part, Rawlings is going to send you that glove. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Well, I already have a Heart of the Hide, so we could do Pro Preferred here. Go black web. I think most of this glove's going to be black, but could do a little pink here. The stamping, I like when it's indented. I think it looks a little bit cooler. Go 2-3, that's my travel number. And then for my logo, just put the cherries. Any words I want on, I'll just put on Dom Rossi. And that's it.
All right, Dom, we've taken you glove shopping. You've gone on Rawlings' website, customized that glove. You feeling pretty good about the selection?
Yeah.
All right, we cannot wait to see that thing in action, man.
All right.
Dom, appreciate you going glove shopping.
Of course, thanks for having me.
We're here at the Rawlings store at the LakePoint Sports Baseball Village with LakePoint athlete Austin Tambora. Here to do some glove shopping. Austin, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, Austin, when you go hunting for a glove, what's that first thing that you go for? Is it the overall look? Is it the material? Is it the shape? Like, what's that first thing that you go to?
I think it's a little more of the shape-ish, the material, color, a little bit of mix of the both.
I don't want to date myself, but it used to be that gloves were either tan, brown, black. Now there's like every color under the sun. You can get any design you want. It's really become that personalized part of things for a player. Are you 100% on board with that drip part of it, or for you is it more about the subtleness?
I mean, it's a little bit of both. I mean, I like the tan look. Tan look always looks good. I mean, you can never go wrong with a glove unless it's a bunch of different colors, like a couple of these, but...
All right, so we are in the outfield section here. You're an outfielder. If you're picking something off the rack, what are you drawn to?
Definitely like something like this, because I mean it's got a little bit of look to it, red. But it's pretty stock glove that I like. I mean, you can't go wrong with it.
All right, Rawlings is the Gold Glove company. What's the best defensive play you've ever made in a game?
All right, so Final Four last year in high school, playing Rockmire, our home field, bottom of the seventh, ball gets hit to me and right. I go back, I slam straight into the wall, ball hits off the top of the wall, comes back in, pick it up, throw it to my shortstop, and throw them out at home for the win.
That's great stuff. I know every player remembers their first glove. What stands out to you about yours?
So I actually didn't realize it was a trainer's mitt until my dad told me at like 13. So I used it infield, outfield, wherever I played. So it was like a 10-inch glove. I mean, it was really small. So I'm glad he made me do it, though.
Well, I'm glad you upgraded. Now it's time to go upgrade again. We're going to get you on Rawlings' website. You can customize either a Rev 1X, Pro Preferred, Heart of the Hide, or Gamer XLE. Have you customized every aspect of it? You ready?
Let's do it.
Welcome back, Cory McCartney. Jack McCartney with you as we just wrapped up a 6-4 win for CBA Georgia over Keene Southeast and the kickoff to the Underclass Fall World Series. Jack, all tied up after a 1-1 after 2 innings. The only offense for CBA Georgia came off an error off of a back pick throw by Keene Southeast catchers, but they put it together in the 4th inning, plating 3 runs and added 2 more off of bases loaded walks. They found their groove late to emerge with this victory.
Yeah, I mean, they got... In the beginning, they got it the way they could. Their bats weren't as hot as they were later in the game. They found ways to get walks, and ultimately make the catcher make a back pick throw that ended up coming in error and costing them the ability to get those runs.
Yeah, and then they watched the lead slip away from them. But then you go to that 4th inning, and it starts off with a J.C. Seegers double. Then they get the Whitaker ground out to allow Seegers to advance. Watts comes through with a single that scores Seeger. Then Gallons has a double, and then Parker grounds out, scores 2 more runs. They found a way to put it together in that 4th inning, and they were able to get out of here with a key victory to start things off in the Fall World Series. Let's now move to our Aspen. It's been a little while. We haven't done one of these broadcasts in a bit. Now let's move to our Aspen Hospitality Group, a moment that mattered, and that comes off the bat of Marcus Gallons aforementioned double, 90.96 off his bat. Jack, we thought this one was gone. It goes off the wall. The hardest hit ball of this game. Could have been a lot more, but it bounces over the wall right in front of our studio here. And Marcus Gallen's an extremely well-struck ball, and again, part of that big fourth inning for CBA Georgia.
Yeah, that ultimately made them be extremely hot. I mean, that could have been more. That could have been a lot more destructive to the Kane Southeast if that didn't go over the fence. I mean, the guy on third was ready to go.
Yeah, he sure was.
He was ready.
Well, a big moment for Marcus Gallons, and that is our Aspen Hospitality Group, a moment that matters. Now let's move on to our Player of the Game presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts, and that's J.C. Seegers. And I mentioned that fourth inning. You go into that fourth inning, CBA Georgia had no hits, and they leave with 3. The first of them coming off the bat of Seegers, 80.89 off his bat to get that double to start things off. They had 3 hits in the inning. It all starts with J.C. Seegers, and that was a gigantic moment for him.
I mean, we thought it got cut. It ultimately didn't.
Yeah, that was the other thing, right? This looked like there was going to be a fantastic catch in right field there from Sam Saladino, but it bounces out of his glove. Seegers finds himself standing at second base. He goes around to score a very key run for CBA Georgia, and again, part of a really big inning for them. And I was really impressed with Seegers, who came into this out of Jefferson, the 37th ranked outfielder in Georgia in 2028, number 183 overall, 6th prep baseball event for him. Guy who also plays on the mound as a right-handed pitcher, but I was really impressed with the bat, and that was a gigantic moment for him.
Yeah, he was the guy that they needed at that moment. He got in the runs. He ended up becoming a run himself, and he ended up having an amazing game.
Well, this pool play win belongs to CBA Georgia as we march toward Monday's championship game. You can find all of this event and every other prep baseball event played here at LakePoint Sports on Aware TV. Make sure you head over there for complete tournament coverage. Meanwhile, you'll be able to find us next weekend with action from the Prep Baseball Fall Classic, so check our social channels for tune-in information on that one. Until then, for Jack McCartney and producer Maddie Bullock, I'm Cory McCartney, and we're signing off from LakePoint Sports.